His name's Joey, and my name isn't. And this is the Kickin' Ash Podcast. Wasn't my strongest intro, but
it wasn't. I don't know if anybody knows, because I don't think we've ever told anybody that the whole reason that I always geek out at these is because I actually don't know what he's going to say for the intro.
I just pretty much make it straight up.
So that's why I'm always geeking out over it.
I got a little chuckle this time, though, so I'm cool with it.
Well,
I got some heavy hitters for the holidays coming up,
Well, we're waiting. So what do we got going on tonight?
Episode 7, Arnie. The episode
7.
you claim I don't want to do.
Yeah, it's just because you're in a mood, a little chick mood.
No, I'm not in a mood. He thinks I'm in a mood, but I've had a long day. I've had a long weekend. I did a lot this weekend.
3-day weekend, yeah.
Did some charity event. I went out. Me and my wife's 1-year anniversary was this week, so.
How much longer do we have to hear about that?
Not at all, dude. I'm just letting you know that's what I had to do. What are you smoking tonight, buddy?
Have a Mi Querida by Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust, or Steve Saka. I always thought his last name was Saka. And then I always thought I was saying it right, and everybody else was saying it wrong. And then I heard him pronounce it.
And then you realized you were wrong?
Yep.
That happens.
Yeah.
That happens.
This cigar, this is the Corona Gorda size, but this cigar has pretty much remained in my top 10 over the last probably year or so.
Really?
So it's a good cigar.
Awesome.
I didn't pull any information up on it because once again we're winging this episode basically.
Yeah, we are kind of winging it again because we just stopped. I think we realized that preparing kind of makes us like a little more uptight.
Yeah.
I don't like preparing as much just because it's just not as fun for me. Like
you can't capture who we really are.
Yeah, it makes it feel like
reading
a job.
off a script.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm smoking a 4 Kicks tonight by the Crowned Heads. Love this thing. It's
a good cigar.
It's got like a little bit of a woody kind of slight hay aroma. A little bit of cocoa.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, these are pretty. I can't remember what cigar it was that I just recently smoked on the podcast, but these cigars have like a lot of flavors, but it's also like more simple flavorings.
Yeah.
That I always pick out to it, but man, the consistency's always spot on. The construction's always good. Flavors are always good. It's just super mellow cigar. It's like probably a medium body, but man, these are always. I don't know if you've ever had one, have you?
I haven't had that one. No. I know I've had one or two.
That thing, man. It smells like banana pudding. Tell me it doesn't smell like banana pudding to you.
Actually, kind of does.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's such a good cigar.
Nice. Well, let's
do what we do.
Fire away, dude.
Let's fire away.
Good Lord, I got this lighter cranked to. I haven't. I want to use this.
So, what all are we going to be talking about tonight?
We are talking about what makes a good cigar. That's one of our topics.
That is
one.
And
then, of course, we're going to talk about the news. So we always talk about the news. And then we have a special topic for the end of the night that we just picked out 5 seconds ago.
Yeah. But
what topic is that? Tell them what that topic is.
Excited about it. The strangest place we've ever had to take a shit.
I prefer the term poop.
Poop. Shitted. But I pretty much have a pretty decent story to go with mine, so that's pretty much why I picked it. And so does this guy. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, poop stories. Always fun.
Poop stories are always good.
It's nothing like hanging out with your boy and telling a good poop story.
That's true.
So, what are you getting right off the bat on that?
To be honest with you, didn't really pay attention. Nutty, sweet, like marshmallowy, little cocoa. It's such a mellow cigar for me.
Yeah.
I really love these. And this size, the Robusto is good as well, but this size is spot on.
Heck yeah. Right off the bat for me, I'm getting kind of like a deep deep tobacco-y kind of wood flavor right off the
Yeah.
bat. Love Crowned Heads.
Yeah, Crown Heads is super consistent with their cigars. Almost went Crown Heads tonight, but I did.
Speaking of consistency, what makes a good cigar? I'd definitely say consistency is up there. But I'm gonna let you start it off and let us know, in your opinion, when I thought of this topic, I thought of it as the sense of like, you have um, cigars that you like and you don't like,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a bunch of different reasons why you do or don't like them. But what specifically for you makes a cigar that you really enjoy and come back to time and time again? Like, say, uh, the cigar you're smoking tonight.
Well, obviously, I mean, there's several things that go into it. I'm a big consistency guy. I'll give any cigar like 2 or 3 tries. You know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
if you give it one try, you're basically cheating yourself in that company
Yeah.
of something great. Because I've gotten plenty of duds, and turned out that the cigar became one of my favorites or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but consistency is huge for me. If I if I get like a couple bad cigars, like I said, and then they turn out to be really good, that's very meaningful to me because I think anytime you get a cigar, all right, and I mean, I used to do this when I first started. I would try something and it would just be shit. It wouldn't burn right. Don't want to say any brands, but we talk about it quite often, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I don't know. I mean, consistency I think is one of the biggest things. And the construction they put into it. I don't think it's wrong to say that the branding, because that's initially
Sure.
what attracts you and draws you to a lot of cigars. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that the more aesthetically pleasing that you make your cigars and your brand, and the story that you put behind your brand and who you are as a person that represents it. We say it almost, I feel like, every episode about a lot of the brand owners that we've interacted with and so forth. I mean, I don't think it's wrong to say that that is something, to me, that makes a good cigar.
Yeah.
That's what's going to draw me to the brand and is going to make me want to smoke that cigar and get into it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's really like it's consistency and it's attention to detail for me that makes a good cigar. I mean,
Yeah.
um and on top of that, even a step further would just be like complexity.
Yeah.
Like I don't
Yeah. That's
like
good.
for me, it's not that I dislike, you know, mm, I don't even know what the non-complex, well, anti-complex,
Yeah.
whatever
I'm
the
not
term
sure.
would be, but
Not sure the term.
basic, I guess. You know, it's not that I dislike that, but it just doesn't make this cigar as good for me. A good cigar to me, I like some complexity to the flavor. I like the flavor to be more than just, um, you know, kind of a, basic one kind of maybe flavor note.
Yeah.
Um, I sometimes I smoke cigars and literally to me it just kind of tastes like burnt tobacco. Like, and I'm just like,
Yeah. You get those.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's not really anything that I want to go back to. I really like a complex flavor profile. I like transitions. With flavors, I like, when I get into the second, third, and suddenly the flavor, uh, you know, completely switches up on me. Um, and like you said, kind of, obviously the branding takes play into it, but more so than that, just the actual time and effort that some of these blenders and stuff put into their cigars. You tend to notice
Yeah.
when you feel like more effort was put into developing a cigar.
Yeah.
um that for me really makes a cigar good. you
Yeah.
know
Yeah. I mean, you see a lot of people that talk about like it's the experience behind the cigar.
mm-hmm.
Well, that's true, but if my experience with a shitty cigar happens, then I'm gonna have a shitty experience.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's why more times than not, when I want to go with a cigar that I know is gonna light up, not give me any issues, have a straight burn. It's not really gonna crack on me. It's gonna have good flavor. I know that I have my select few that I can always go to every time,
Absolutely.
as I'm sure you probably do.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's just, you come to expect it from certain cigars, and like you kind of said, your overall experience with the cigar is better. And, for me, that's, uh, sometimes I won't even notice it till I'm just sitting down, smoking a cigar, kind of just enjoying it. But, maybe we're hanging out, shooting the shit or whatever.
Yeah.
And then suddenly I'm halfway through and I'm like, man, this has been great from the start. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes that's just nice knowing that, you're not constantly have to like touch it up. You're not constantly like trying to figure out what you're tasting or anything like that. You're just, you know, right from the gate, enjoying the smoke. So,
Yeah.
um, it's kind of hard at first. Like, like everyone tells you, like for me, um, I almost just kind of completely skipped Connecticut's.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
because everyone, like, it just seemed like when I was first getting into cigars, it just didn't seem like a lot of people smoked
Yeah.
light wrapper cigars.
No, I get that.
Um, and so for me, and there's always like that kind of mantra of like, oh, the manly men smoke the darkest cigars and stuff like
Right.
that.
Right.
And so it's interesting, I've kind of tried to recently start smoking some Connecticut's that I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I was like,
You
man,
did.
um, I never really smoked Connecticut's, and I wanted to try some out. And I don't know if it's just because, I've just always liked darker wrappered cigars, or that's just how I started, but I really haven't been enjoying many of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
not anything, I'm sure there's a couple that I really like. Southern Draw's Rose of Sharon is one of my favorite cigars of all time, and that's a Connecticut. But, aside from that, there's only been maybe two or three more that I've really been like wanted to go back to, and so for me, just a good cigar is the flavor profile I tend to get from your
Right.
uh, Maduros and your Habanos and things like that.
Right.
I just
Yeah.
tend to enjoy those flavors more. So for
Yeah.
me, that just makes a good cigar on its own.
Yeah. No, I agree with you on that. And I mean, it also, I'll buy it. Like, what initially attracts me to the cigar is the branding and so forth.
Yeah.
That's what originally got me into Caldwell, and then all their cigars has ended up being amazing to me, right? Like the Connecticut Blind Man's Bluff, I don't really care for that one too much,
Mm-hmm.
and that's cool, it's fine, you know what I mean? But if I go and I smoke a cigar and it has really kick-ass branding and I don't like it, the branding's probably not going to pull me back, you know what I mean? After I
No.
try, a few others or whatever.
Right.
But there's also reverse. A lot of times people will tell me about a cigar and it has like a band or something that I don't particularly think it looks good or whatever. Then I'll try it and it turns out to be a really fucking good cigar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some of the most like things where I'm like, man, that's kind of an ugly stick, and
Mm-hmm.
then I smoke it and I'm like, well, damn, it tastes friggin' phenomenal. So I'm not, uh, I'm not, it's not, it's, I mean, just to be quite frank, it's really, it's really awesome when you have a really cool looking cigar.
Yeah.
It's just makes the experience better. But
Yeah, it does.
it's not. I'm not to and I don't think you are either. But I'm not to the point where I'm like, well, if the band looks whack, then if it's a good cigar, it's a good cigar.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
That's what I was trying to say with my last
absolutely.
bit.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of bands and artwork and branding out there that I really fucking hate,
Mm-hmm.
but I really like their fucking cigars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I mean, and that's cool. And I think that's originally what kind of brought me to like the Gatekeeper that we recently picked up,
Mm-hmm.
by Alec and Bradley. Generally speaking, I'm not a huge Alec Bradley fan. So I've had a lot of construction issues and just can't down the company at all. But it's just a lot of the cigars that I've had from them. There's a few that I like, but more that I don't like than I do like. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And that's fine too, because that comes down to what your palate likes.
Mm-hmm.
And the branding doesn't bother me with that, but their branding drew me to the Gatekeeper. So I picked it up, and it could give me the same results or it could be different, whatever. But I think that when I first started out, there were so many people that were on Facebook groups and so forth, and they'd be like, "You should smoke this, smoke this, smoke this, smoke this, smoke this." Everybody was just saying all these various things to
Mm-hmm.
grab, and you're like, "Okay, well, I'm new. I want to trust these guys." And you're grabbing stuff, and if you get cigars that you don't really like, then that can turn you away from the actual passion of smoking cigars. It's just like if you get a
Right.
shitty guitar to start playing and it gives you a bad experience, then that ruins the whole thing for the rest of your life. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But that's just the way I always try to think of it. And eventually, after I was a little bit more seasoned, I would talk to people. I'd say, go out if you can find a sampler online or you're a tobacconist or whatever, and get them to like give you a wide variety of a Connecticut. If this is a Maduro, if this is a Oscuro wrapper, if this is Claro, whatever. If this has Lajero in it and all that other stuff, and then just sample it out. And what you like, you like. What you don't like, then You know what I mean? Because I'm
Yeah.
also not too big of a Connecticut fan. Flavors are good, but it's just a little bit more mild than I
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, it's I hate the sentiment like people always like big question like on the internet, on the groups, on Facebook, all that sort of stuff. They're always like, there's always a question of like where should I start or where whatever, and it's like I don't really like the sentiment of like starting with lighter cigars or starting with darker cigars. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
just start with what you think you're drawn to and what you might like and definitely second what you said about just meeting with somebody,
yeah,
your tobacconist, or asking your buddies or whoever who smokes, and just say pick some stuff out for me and let me try it,
right.
because everybody's flavor palette is different, and
Correct.
that's the beauty of this entire cigar thing we do, is that it's all pretty much subjective. And
Yeah, it's true.
we can have our own opinions on it, and they don't necessarily have to be wrong or right, because it's just our opinion on how we feel about things. So
Correct.
um so yeah, I guess anything else you want to add on to that? What makes a good cigar?
I guess technically, it also depends on budget.
True.
A
Yep.
lot of people would view budget as, I mean, this cigar here is $10. But there's also people out there that are like, I don't want to pay $10 for one cigar. If I get 5 cigars, it's 5 cigars. I can kill that in a week. It's $50, whatever. So also it depends on if you're a budget. But dude, I know a lot of people still that talk about cigars and they're like, I want to get more serious about it. We have people that want to get more serious about it. But there's a lot of people who are like, oh, this is too expensive. This is too expensive. I don't like. Look, you're getting into something premium. You're getting into premium tobacco.
Yeah.
You have to at least calculate that you're going to be spending some money. I mean, you got to get your accessories, you got to get your butane to keep on hand, you got to buy your cigars, your humidity to keep your cigars so you're not just wasting money. You got to your everything. And then
Yeah.
cigars. You got to
It's
buy the
it's it's just like
cigars.
any hobby. You're gonna
Yeah.
if you really want to get into it and really commit to it, like you're gonna probably spend some money. It's like if
Yeah.
you get into golf, you know,
Yeah,
you're gonna
exactly.
spend some money if you end up getting your own clubs, your own
Right.
balls, your own this, that, and the third. So
I mean, I have a lot of people that are like, I'll send them some of the brands I like, and
hmm
some of the stuff's a little bit more expensive, you
yeah,
know, and they're like, it's too expensive. It's whatever, I'd rather get this. And it could be like a cigar that's not that great. Like they paid $25 for an entire box of like 50 cigars or something.
yeah,
It's like at that point, you're not, you're not really giving the cigar industry what it deserves by lowering yourself to that standard. You know what I mean? And I get the
hmm
budget thing, but you can find budget cigars. That's a list that we were going to do at some point. Some of
yeah,
your best budget cigars, like under $7 or whatever.
yeah, or just even compile some of like the best websites that we use to
Hmm.
get discounts on cigars, because you can find the deals out there. Um, I feel like I almost never actually pay the suggested retail
No,
price of a
no,
cigar,
no.
because you can if you're patient enough, and you got enough backlog to smoke some other stuff and wait, then you can get stuff on sale and
Yeah,
all sorts of stuff. But another thing that made me think of is I guess on what makes a good cigar is the draw too. For me, I
that
think
comes down to construction, kind of.
yeah,
But yeah,
definitely.
I 100% agree.
But I almost think like specifically the draw sometimes you can recover from, either a poor burn or, um, like maybe your cap was a little, you know, clipped or something like that. But
Yeah.
um, for me, if there's not a good draw on the cigar, personally, I don't like a super tight draw. I don't know many that do, but
Yeah.
some people do like a tighter draw. I don't even really like a tighter draw per se, but I can deal with it. Um, but that in itself for me can ruin the whole smoking experience because I feel like I'm just like freaking fish lipping the thing, just like
Yeah.
trying to freaking you know get even a little bit. I like smoke output, man.
Same.
I like that satisfying feeling of all that smoke blowing out after I puff on my cigar. So
Yeah.
um,
And with that being said, there's tools too that you can buy.
mhm.
Again, that comes back to the budget thing, spending money on it. And it's called the Perfect Draw. I have it, but honestly, I don't want to show you.
Yeah, we talked about it on our
Yeah.
essentials. You can go back and watch our
Yeah,
cigar
you can watch the
essentials
Cigar
pod.
Essentials,
It's
but
on there.
it'll essentially, you can put it into the cigar, it'll pull some tobacco out, and it'll loosen up the draw in there. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, I just like to kind of like massage the cigar in certain places and be gentle and rub it out. And a lot of times that'll kind of loosen it up too, if the tobacco's like clumped out or
Absolutely.
something.
You
I
know,
knew
I
what you're
just
thinking.
yeah, yeah.
I know.
Just be gentle and rub it out,
I was,
dude.
look,
I mean,
I
we
was
all
trying
gotta
to
do that.
not laugh at that because I knew exactly what you were going to say, and I
Yeah,
just kept
but it's
rolling with
just-
it.
you
And
just-
the more I talked,
It would have been worse
you
if you
got that
didn't
slow
acknowledge it.
fucking Grinch grin that you get. Yeah, but but that being said, I mean, that's to me what makes a good cigar, and that's what builds and makes a good cigar experience. You know what I mean? Because I can
Absolutely.
tell you, we always talk about our stories and what got us smoking first. After I had the acid Cuba Cuba, which was my first real cigar,
Mm-hmm.
that had me coming back. Backwoods never had me coming back.
No,
So take that for what it's worth.
no, not at all. Well, speaking of good cigars and construction,
Dude, let me tell you, same here, man.
stacking some dimes, boy.
Stacking dimes, tight ash. Got a pretty decent burn. It's not razor sharp, but it's nothing that needs attention at all.
Right.
And this fucking thing, dude, I'm telling you, it tastes like banana pudding. It's got
Does
like
it?
this marshmallowy, kind of like a meringue,
Mm.
you know?
I'm gonna have to pick one up.
Creamy smoke. It's definitely has like this banana-y taste to it. It's like a sweet, nutty
Yeah.
taste to it, and it smells like banana pudding.
Wow.
It's sweet. I like it.
Yeah.
What do you have?
This is I'm not really getting any real sweetness on it. Still getting just some deep, like rich flavors. Some wood, some cocoa. Um but it's kind of just like that pure cocoa taste. And maybe just a little bit of a spice that's left on your tongue.
Yeah.
Flavor definitely sits on your tongue after you exhale over there for a while. So it's really good though. I just like super smooth, and it just has that really robust like kind of Maduro flavor that
Four
that
Kicks
you
Maduro
get.
is very good.
Yeah,
I really like that cigar.
so I'm definitely digging this.
It resembles the Headley Grange a lot to me, but like a little bit more bold and spicy.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
But the Headley Grange and that one, like if I ever want to taste, like get the flavor profile of the Four Kicks, but have it a little bit more mellowed out, I would definitely go get the Headley Grange.
Yeah. Yeah, I do love the Headley. And Crowned Heads made our last week's top 5 brands, so shout out to them.
Both of us.
We featured Warped on that episode, but I got you in here, Crowned Heads. Don't think I forgot about you.
Steve Saka did not make my top 5 list, but this is a goddamn good $10 fucking cigar.
Hell yeah.
This cigar should really be like fucking $13, dude.
I gotta get me one of those. You're talking it up enough to where now you've got me convinced that I'm gonna have to go out and find one.
Hey, let me ask you a question. This just popped in my head. We talked about lounge etiquette at some point or another. And I'm not talking just people that you just met, but if you and one of your closest homies are in the lounge smoking a cigar and you're talking about this, and you're like, hey, you want to try it? Give it to your friend and take a couple toots on. What do you think of that?
I mean,
like me and you, we've done that before.
We've done that.
We can't hide that.
No, I mean, we're not gonna lie. Like he's been like, just try it. I'm like, all right, fuck it.
But we also eat each other's food and shit. Like we're good homies.
We're best friends, so it's kind of like it's just it is what it is. Like we don't really think about it. But I don't know. I'm not at the. I can't just like sit next to some fucking Joe Blow at the lounge and be like, dude, smoke on, just puff on this a little bit, buddy. You know,
Yeah,
just
but I mean,
fucking
like, if you are
take a sip of my scotch while you're at it. You know,
right, yeah. But I'm saying, not us. If you're somebody completely different
yeah,
and you don't do it with your friend, you go in there and you see somebody like, hey, why don't you try that? And
sure.
reaches over and takes a puff. What do you think? Do you think they're going to be like repulsed by it? Or do you think they're going to be like, hey, that's cool? I mean, it just has me curious.
I don't know.
To me, I hardly care about really anything. So to me, I really wouldn't care.
Nah, I'd just be like, that's
But
them,
if I
man.
know that you were just like puffing on each other's cigars, like, that's really cool. They must be good friends. And then gets up to leave, and he's like, well, it's nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah.
And then they fucking peace out. Then that might be a different story, you know?
Yeah.
Because who knows if that guy has like, you know.
You never know where people's mouths have been.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't want to ash this yet because it's
Nah,
so.
me neither, man.
But
I'm
I'm
the same way.
I'm
but I feel
afraid
like
it's gonna fucking fall right in my lap. So
Yep.
I think
Oh,
I'm
it
just
does
gonna do
every
that.
time. And you always wear black. God, I hope it fucking falls. God damn it.
Nope,
Let's long ash together, buddy. So you can
fuck that.
ash
Dude.
the
Look,
longest.
that thing was
It's that
ready.
long ash cast. Like,
That thing was ready.
you ever see those people that actually do the long ash contest? That
Yes.
fucking smoke straight
Yeah,
up?
I have, and
It's annoying.
yes, it is. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, I would never in my life be appealed by that, but if that's your thing, that's cool. So let's get into some news.
Let's get
We
into some
we
news.
got quite a bit of news.
We do. I picked out certain things that I knew would appeal to you
Mm-hmm.
for you to go over. I will pull these up. Once again, we're not prepared, but we don't really fucking care. And that kind of
No,
rhymed.
we don't.
Kind of rhymed.
No, we don't, because we're just two fat chooches enjoying our cigars
Correct.
on a podcast.
So the last two topics might be a little bit more serious for you to kind of get into. So we'll start with the first two things, which are announcements for cigars. So
Yes.
the first one that I'll go over I'm super excited because just last week in my podcast when I was talking about Caldwell, I was talking about his impromptu days, lost and found, a lot of the older projects that he did.
Mm-hmm.
So Caldwell announces new lost and found 2019 releases. It's going to be certain, and lost and found is a project between Tony Bellotto of La Barba Cigars and Robert Caldwell. Just for those of you who don't know. This special cigar line features premium blends that were produced by various cigar manufacturers for different products that, for one reason or another, got lost in the aging rooms of various factories. Realizing the potential treasure trove of blends, Caldwell and Bellotto teamed up to release these lost blends under the Lost and Found brand name as small batch exclusives. They have a pepper cream soda, which is 5.5 by 48. It's going to be in a 10 count bundle. They say 3,200 cigars found. Features a Habano, Vuelta, Abajo, Piloto, Cubano, and Arapiraca tobaccos. See, that's why I never try to pronounce tobaccos. And then they have a One Night Stand, which is a Robusto, and a Systematico, which is a Lancero. And that one personally has me very excited. I have some people on the watch, see if I can't track some of those down.
Pepper cream soda sounds awesome. I feel like that's right up our alley.
I still have a lot of the old Caldwell stuff.
Yeah.
I've been sitting on back in 2015 when the Yellow Cake came out.
Mm-hmm.
I got some of the original ones that were put out. I got the whole bundle, and I'm still sitting on my very last one for 4 years. And I just never really want to smoke it, but I want to smoke it.
Right.
So maybe one day.
Some special occasion.
And I have a bunch of his older stuff as well. Some harder stuff to find, but that one's special to me.
Yeah, these look awesome, and of course, as always, with Caldwell, the bands are friggin' amazing. But this next one is super exciting because it involves one of our favorite shops. I'd probably say our favorite shop.
Yes.
Yep. Tobaccology, Haymarket, Virginia.
Manassas.
In Manassas, Virginia, of course. It's about 5 minutes. Haymarket's about 5 minutes from where I grew up. And Brett over there, who runs Tobaccology, has been very kind to Mr. Dove here and extended that same kindness to me through knowing Mr. Dove. So,
yeah, tenfold.
He's got a little exclusive, and why don't you tell them about what they got coming their way?
Not only does it feature one of our favorite shops, features a favorite brand that made both of our lists last week.
Yes. Shout out
So,
to you, Omar.
Omar. Fratello adds Navetta and the Navetta Inverso Churchill for Tobaccology. It's an exclusive. And I'll read a little bit about this here. So, the Fratello, Navetta, and Navetta Inverso lines will be getting a Churchill Vitola or Vitola, however you pronounce it. Both exclusives to the Tobaccology stores in Virginia. Super fucking exciting.
Yes.
And we've already talked to Justin Harris, who is the DOO of Fratello. We will be getting our hands on those, reviewing them. And we're going to have a spotlight episode on Fratello at some point as well. So look out for that. Both cigars measure 7 by 50, slightly larger than the traditional 7 by 47 version, and are priced at $11.50. Good price. They are actually packed in the same box of 20, which contain 10 of each cigar. I'll have Logan put up a picture because the cigars are packed very nicely. Nice box.
Yeah. I think if I'm not mistaken, so the Nevada and the Nevada Inverso, I guess Omar's idea behind that was the filler that he used. He put in a certain order for the flavor transitions,
Mhm.
and then in the Inverso, he flipped that filler into the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Essentially making it sort of a whole new cigar.
Yeah.
So
Which is fucking genius.
Yeah, super cool
You know?
idea. Makes it even cooler is, smoking one and then smoking the other and then comparing it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like basically having the Impossible Whopper and the Whopper.
Yes. Yeah.
Which we haven't actually had, but
Yeah. No.
because I just have no purpose of eating fake meat, but
True.
when I can eat real meat.
Right. I want to finish reading this.
Go ahead.
There's a pretty nice little piece here at the bottom. But the Navetta blend uses an Ecuadorian Oscuro wrapper over a Dominican binder and Nicaraguan fillers. Inverso, which is meant to be the inverse of the blend, we just covered that, uses a Nicaraguan Habano wrapper over an Ecuadorian binder and Dominican and Nicaraguan fillers. Omar has a little piece down here. It says, working with Brett, the owner of Tobaccology, is always an experience. We are both fanatics of a Churchill Vitola and also feel it needs to make a comeback. Then hashtag bring back Churchill was born. Cigars will debut on November 21st. Tobaccology and Haymarket and Manassas. You can reach Brett, and I'm sure he'll set you up with a nice little hookup on those. But we will get those.
Yeah, we're definitely going to pick those up.
And it's super awesome. Super, super exciting news for Brett.
Yep. And as always, their site is linked in our description.
Always.
Because we love supporting them because they are awesome people. And more so than that, they are Nats fans who won the World Series. Go Nats.
True. So the last two things I'll add, I'll basically let you run with because this is more your territory. This is what you really get your jewels off on. But Trump suggests increasing the minimum age for e-cigarettes to 21.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, they've kind
Good call?
Yeah, I mean, look, they're gonna do something. My big thing with this is like I always worry that cigars will get lumped into all this stuff. So, it's kind of like it's always concerning anytime you see, more regulation and more, restrictions and things like that. But, I think for I think Virginia now it's 21 and over for tobacco, anyways. And am I not correct? Which I get. I mean, it still kind of blows my mind that you could go to war, but you can't smoke a cigar.
Yeah, it's a little mind-boggling.
Yeah, which is ridiculous. But I mean, hey, as long as they lay off the like taxes and the banning of stuff.
Yeah.
If they want to raise the age, if they think that's going to help, I'll take that as a win because they're not banning anything or they're not, increasing taxes on anything, which, is not to get too political, but not typically the way that party usually works. But for some reason, when it comes to these things, they want to act like this, and it's probably has to do with the big tobacco companies suffering.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Suffering profit hits from the rise of e-cigarettes and things like that. So, um, at least it's not a full on ban. At least it's not increased taxes and
Yeah,
things like that.
it's
But
very true.
it's always something we're keeping an eye on because it really would suck if one day we woke up and they said, "Hey, we think cigars are harmful," and none of these things ever come from a place of educated science. It always comes from a place of greed and wealth and
Yeah.
all those things. So,
Yeah. Well, that leads me right into our very last news topic.
mm-hmm.
Top Trump official suggests FDA should not regulate tobacco.
Well, I guess I mean, is it just not regulated at all? Is that
Yeah.
what they're saying?
Well, I mean, probably.
Or just not regulated anymore?
Yeah, probably just more.
Give me a little blurb from it.
Let's see. Top policy official for the Trump administration suggested the FDA should not be regulating tobacco products. At a press conference, Joe Grogan, director of the Domestic Policy Council, stated he thought that FDA, a health organization, shouldn't be regulating tobacco products as they provide no health benefit, in his opinion.
Yeah.
So that kind of sounds to me like shouldn't. Said notably, Grogan isn't suggesting that tobacco products shouldn't be regulated, rather that FDA shouldn't be the ones regulating them.
Okay. So like maybe they should make like their own
I
guess they have like I don't know, like just I guess some sort of like tobacco
yeah, like a council.
council or something.
Right.
I mean that probably makes sense. A lot of times again, as long as it came from a place of actually educated reasoning behind it as opposed to just trying to make another dollar.
Enemies of pleasure.
Yeah, right. The enemies of pleasure. Yeah, man, that's that's always interesting. I've always felt that it's tobacco's just it's kind of part of the history of this country. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
is tobacco. I mean, this is what when we got over here and found tobacco and started sending it back.
Right.
It was a major export for America for a long time, and so to me, it's just like it's like if they wanted to outlaw baseball or something.
Yeah.
Like, an American pastime is
Right. Especially here in Virginia.
Right. Yeah. I mean, our state, was one of the biggest tobacco states when this country was originally founded. So
correct.
Yeah, I if they had their own sort of league of, the Legion of Doom, sort of of the tobacco world. As long as they were doing it the right way, man, I wouldn't hate it. But
yeah, right.
But you can never really trust them to do that.
Nah,
so.
Of course not.
So,
well, that said, some exciting things this week. We'll see what develops. And then there's bad news. My Knicks have not gotten any better.
No, they haven't. They're not. They're not going.
But we beat your Mavericks.
They did.
Believe it or not,
they did.
And then we fucking got destroyed by the Cavaliers.
So that's the sign of a bad team.
We can't get into sports on the show because my team sucks. So that's why we don't talk about it.
Yeah, Joey gets a little upset.
Mm-hmm.
He gets a little upset, but I mean, my team sucked too.
Mm-hmm.
So I just
yes, they do.
I've kind of lost all. Well, I guess the Nats just won the World Series and the Caps won the Stanley Cup. But let's be honest, baseball and hockey are third and fourth in my life.
Right.
To basketball and football being the 1 and 2. So,
same.
But yeah. Go ahead.
No, I thought you were taking us into it.
Yeah, I was going to take us into.
Take us into it, Logan.
Take us into.
Can we do
subject
a segment
of the day?
And let's say, Logan, take us into it, and then it just like the lights go down, and then a smooth jazz, like a little saxophone goes
a little tune pops up where it's like, this is the segment, and like whatever the segment's called.
No, I'm talking just Logan, take us into it, just real smooth and jazzy.
Like the spotlight comes on me.
Yeah, like a.
I'm like,
something like that.
In the beginning.
Yeah, right.
No, we can't.
Yeah, we'll never do that.
We don't have the budget for that.
Yeah.
All right, so our last topic of the day, we're trying to pick fun topics now.
Yeah, new and exciting.
Yeah, we don't want to be the same boring old cigar. Your same boring old dad's cigar podcast.
Yeah.
that's not us.
Yeah, that's not us. That's
We're
why we created
we're
this.
the new wave.
We are the
new
wave.
generation.
We are the new wave. We're not in your face. We're not loud. We may be annoying,
No,
but we're not loud. We're not in your face. And we're not right up in the camera. And guess what?
no. Yeah. We're not like today on the podcast.
Yeah, right. Have you ever had a cigar that ever unraveled on you? Yeah, dude. Nah.
No, not our
just,
style.
Just trying that right there just pains
Just
me a
felt
little bit.
cringe. Okay,
Cringe.
So,
Go back to ourselves.
the topic of the day is the craziest place you ever had to poop. And I can tell you that I specifically do not have a necessarily crazy place, but I have a kind of crazy poop story. I feel is pretty. It's a good one. But
Let's
I'm gonna
hear it.
So I went on vacation with my family.
Was this year?
No.
Okay.
Let me tell the story.
Yeah,
and
sorry,
all right, so I went on vacation with my family as a young teenage boy, whose stomach was just developing into the fond thing you see now.
That chungus.
Yes. And you go to those cheesy like Sensations surf shop stores where you can get a boogie board and you can get little stupid sand dollars with your name on them and all sorts of horse shit like that. Custom, they press your t-shirt
it's
right
like
there.
Wings down in Myrtle.
Yeah, absolutely. Same thing. So this was in Myrtle Beach. So we just came back from, the Calabash seafood extravaganza. And my sister wants to stop, or somebody wants to stop and shop at one of these stores. So I'm like, cool, whatever. I'm on vacation. I'm probably, 15 at the time. I can't go out on my own. I got to roll with the family. You know how it was.
Right.
So I get into the store and suddenly the hot magma just starts a fucking bubbling inside you.
Yeah.
And you feel like fucking Vesuvius is just about to come out of your sphincter.
Okay.
And, so I immediately start getting those sweats, those cramps.
Ooh, the sweats.
And I basically have to duck waddle to the bathroom inside. Burst open the door. Immediately see the toilet and just fucking beeline for it. And just Hershey squirt a fucking mountain of fucking just absolute horrid, wretched liquid death.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there in the middle of the Sensations, and I just feel relieved that I didn't shit my pants.
Yep.
Basically.
Yep.
And then I suddenly get the second most fearful feeling in the world of seeing that there is no toilet paper.
Oh my God.
And so I immediately start to panic and start looking around the room to see if there was like some cabinetry or something that was housing extra toilet paper.
Right. In the bathroom?
In the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Like you look around and you're like, okay, well maybe they store it somewhere under the toilet, behind it, a cabinet, something. There is absolutely nothing in this bathroom but a porcelain sink and the toilet.
No paper towels either?
Nothing.
Jesus.
Nothing. No paper towels, nothing.
Wait. Here's what we all want to know. Get to it.
Okay, so I look, and there is one other thing in the room, and that's a big piece of poster board that has looked like, some 16-year-old girl at a pep rally wrote on it with like scented markers. All employees must wash hands.
No fucking way.
And the best part about it is you can already see tears off of it where other people had to wipe their ass with the poster board.
Dude.
There was already
nobody for 5 years has ever requested toilet paper go in that bathroom.
Dude, they must have never changed the toilet paper in that bathroom. I mean, there was like 6 or 7 tears out of this poster board where you could tell.
Every guy goes after the fucking calabash.
Dude, so I don't know if you've ever wiped your ass with a piece of poster board, but it is not absorbent.
I've had to tear the roll.
Tear
the roll out. You ever have one of those where you're afraid you're dripping? Because you have such watery fucking shit.
This is brown sewage juice.
So you don't want to go anywhere to look for anything, and you're in the bathroom, so you just unroll the fucking roll and use that. I'm just going to start shoving the roll up my arsehole and pooping through the
so
tube.
imagine that, but glossy.
Glossy.
It was a glossy piece of poster board, dude. It was like photo paper.
I was thinking like actual paper, even though you said poster board.
No, it's poster board.
It's one of those glossy ones?
Yeah.
Well, dude, ew,
like you would use for a school project.
Fuck, that's even worse.
Dude.
Because the backside's glossy too, right?
Yes. It's glossy all around.
No.
There's no absorbency to it.
So how many tears did you have to take off of it?
Oh, dude, I just tore one big.
Took the whole fucking
what's funny
side.
is like people were being polite and like tearing around the please wash hands.
Yeah.
I just tore, and I'm sure I had like, fucking red Sharpie on my ass. But, dude, it took.
I guarantee you your arsehole was not fucking clean at all after that wipe.
No, it wasn't.
How long till you got to go home?
Well, I mean, we went home directly after that, and I just had to fucking.
Did you just shower?
Yeah.
Just
torch the
go
underwear.
Go out in the ocean.
Just
ran straight out.
Yeah.
Clothes you were wearing. Just took them out. Took them off in the middle of the fucking water.
But that shit's like kind of sharp too, man. You got to worry about like paper cutting your freaking
asshole. Yeah. Could you imagine that?
Oh, dude, it was horrible.
We'll do that in an episode.
It was a nightmare. And the worst part was like it was so funny at the time that
It's still funny.
Yeah, I mean it's hilarious now, but like it was so funny to me at the time that I was pretty much in tears coming out of the bathroom like laughing. And so then my whole family's like, "What the fuck is so funny to you?" And I'm like, "I had to wipe my ass with poster board. Like we have to go. We have to go now."
Holy shit.
Yeah, so
God damn it, I love it.
Yep. So that's my poop story.
I started really geeking there because you were talking about how you had a duck waddle, and as soon as you hit the toilet, you just had one of those at the office the other week.
I did.
I saw you fucking storm in like I've never seen you move in your fucking life.
Yep.
I heard that fucking keypad hit quicker than anything. Fucking bust through that door.
Sometimes you come back from lunch, they just hit you quick,
True. Well, I have one. Mine's probably not even as funny, but this one sticks with me because it was probably the first time in my adult life that I've physically been scared of my life. So
of your life or for your life?
I meant to say for my life.
Okay, I was just making sure.
I was wasn't going to correct myself.
You were scared of your own life. I was like, that's deep.
I was scared. I was scared for my life.
Deep, dude.
So, James Madison University is it's in the town we work in. It's 20 minutes away from where we live.
Mm-hmm.
And when it's graduation weekend, Harrisonburg is hellacious. Can't eat anywhere. You can't shop anywhere. You can't go anywhere. You can't do anything. And Harrisonburg is the town where we always go and do stuff. So we all decided, me and my wife and a couple of our friends decided that we were going to hop in my truck and we were going to go to a little bit further up north and just go get Taco Bell and then drive through this place in the mountain up in Edinburgh. Called
I'm sorry. Just any story that starts with Taco Bell about poop is just it's already a good one.
Well, I'm gonna top it off by mentioning that I have irritable bowel syndrome.
Yes, he does.
So you give me one tortilla fresh off the truck, and I will blow my guts out for days. So, anyways, we go into Taco Bell. I don't even know what they had at the time, like the naked chicken chalupa or something, and I get like 3 of those and like shit ton of cheesy gordita crunches. I was high. We were drinking. I fucking tore up some food. I probably had a total of like 8 or 9 different food items that I just scarfed down. And of course, everyone was doused in Diablo and fire sauce mix.
So you're literally just playing a game of Russian roulette with your asshole.
Correct. But it wasn't hurting me, and I was like, yeah, we'll be all right. We'll be good. So we're driving, we cut through this part of the mountain in Fort Valley, and we're driving through there, and I'm in my truck, and we're fucking going super crazy fucking fast, and we're flying through and shit, right? And it fucking hits me. And I'm just like literally just calm, cool. We're talking, we're laughing, we're driving. I'm like laughing at something somebody says, and it's just like,
It's one of those ones.
I was like, oh. And it's like one of those that the warning is the first, second, and third warning that your asshole is going to have.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, it's like when you go to fucking like, when you go to open a door and it's super windy out and it like closes back real quick.
Yeah.
That's how my asshole was. It was like, this is the only warning you get.
Yeah.
So,
next one, it's coming.
And I'm in the fucking mountain. There's nothing nowhere fucking around. It's super fucking dark. It's graduation, so it's like college, but it's like a little bit chilly out at night. I didn't want to fucking just go out and shit in the woods. Plus, I have nothing to fucking wipe on. What am I gonna do? Well, I decided right then and there. I had a flannel on over a shirt just like I have right now. I was like, I will gladly get rid of this fucking one of these shirts. So
you wouldn't use a leaf?
No, fuck no, dude. You have somebody that pisses on a leaf, or a fucking deer comes through and fucking
that one leaf you choose.
Yeah,
someone pissed on.
But either way, it's a leaf. I don't want a crumbly leaf in my asshole. I
understand. So
I was like, whatever. I'll get rid of a shirt. I don't fucking care. It's better than picking out leaves and dry diarrhea out of my asshole for the next 2 days. So, dude, and I'm not a religious guy by any means. But God exists, and this is how I know. So we're driving, and I get that warning, and we're going up a hill that's almost this fucking, like, almost straight up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, at the top of this hill, I'm pulling the fuck over. I'm shitting.
Yeah.
Okay. My belt was already undone, dude. I was getting my belt undone. We were driving. Yeah. So I just go, and I'm like, oh, this is a nice pull-off. You can't fucking see anything except for where your lights shine. Yeah. Okay. And keep in mind that along this trail, it's long, it's several miles through the mountain before it brings you out a new market. But you drive through it, and there's people, like just random weird folks just along the road, like in the trails. Like, they live way back in the fucking mountains and shit. Whoa. So that shit creeps me out anyways. Yeah. But I'm like, oh, thank God, I think I see a pull off. So I pull in there, and it's a little rest area, a big parking lot. Yeah. And lo and behold, here's a fucking shack with fucking toilets in it.
Just like a wooden shack? Like
No, it was like a cement park built place. I was like, oh my God, this is fucking nice. I bet you they have lights in here. Yeah. So it was super creepy. You could hear like creepy noises, super fucking dark. Moon's hardly even out. It's behind clouds. Can't fucking see anything. So I grabbed my fucking Glock, put it in my fucking pants. I have Derek with me. You know Derek. Yeah. I'm like, stay here. Leave my truck running. Yeah. So I go into this bathroom, and it's fucking dark. No light switches, no nothing, dude. Okay? All they have is little windows up top. And the fucking toilet, the bottom, it's just, they basically put a toilet over a hole that's like 20 feet down into a dark pit of nothing. And the whole fucking time I'm just sitting in the woods. Dude, the whole time I'm sitting there fucking shitting, I'm just like thinking about like whether or not I'm gonna have to pull my gun out, right? So I'm sitting here fucking blasting asshole, hearing it fucking fall 5 minutes after I drop it because it's so deep down in this hole. And the whole time I'm shitting, all I can think about is what if there's somebody that lives down in here?
Why would someone live there?
Because that's what I was thinking, dude. That's what I'm thinking. That's like perfect. So
it's like, oh great, a shitter. That's where I want to live. People shit on me.
No. I'm thinking like that's a prime spot for somebody that wants to be a killer lives. Like one of those old fucking movies, bro. Just think about like Jason Voorhees and shit. Little shacks, whatever. Somebody lived in the fucking toilet beneath me, right? Yeah, right. So I'm like, and I'm not a quick shitter by all means. You know this. Yeah. But I drop shit, dude. Hands on my fucking gun the whole time. I have a flashlight on. I'm like looking around and whatnot. I drop fucking ass, and then I fucking see toilet paper. I wipe. I drop it in. I fucking go out. My truck's gone.
No.
I'm fucking mad, dude. But I'm so scared that I don't know how to be mad.
So he drove off just to fuck with you.
Well, he didn't drive off, actually. He ended up flipping the lights on, and they were still out there, but they were like back by the fucking trees. So I go get in the truck. Go get in the truck, and we fucking leave. And it was just pretty traumatizing, honestly.
Well, here you had me on the edge of my seat thinking you were going to wipe your ass with your own flannel. And you found a toilet.
I got lucky. That was the night I found God.
I
tell you that. Jesus took the wheel.
Yeah, right.
Guided me right to a fucking shitter.
Oh man, you never know where you're gonna be when lightning strikes, dude. And just all of a sudden,
I've shit myself as an adult. That's cool.
Yeah, it happens.
But I don't want to do it 45
we've all
minutes from
trusted a
home
fart that we
in my
shouldn't have.
truck. Yeah, of course we have.
It's just one of those things, man.
Well, final notes.
Hey,
on
one
your
time-
cigar? Oh,
one time-
sorry.
hold on. Just real quick, one time I had that like same feeling happen. I was driving in town, and so like I was like, "Yo, it's gonna go everywhere if I don't pull over right now." So I legitimately whipped straight into Hardee's. And
Yes, already.
no, the one in up in
Okay.
Harrisonburg, and I whip in there, and I literally am like running towards the bathroom, like, and as soon as I run in,
Don't tell me.
the woman who was cleaning it was coming out, and we locked eyes. And she knew. She knew she was gonna have to fucking
clean that right after you left. Oh god, dude. That's the worst, man.
Yep. Like I was like, "Can you wait a minute?" Like while I go,
Dude.
like, because she was like about to prop the door open and say like, "You can't go in
Yeah.
there," and I was just like, "Is the restroom closed?" And she's like, we're about to clean it." And I was like, "I need to use it," and just fucking ran in there and just hammered it, dude. And I was like, "Oh, I just felt bad for her having
Dude,
to."
that's better. I fucking got in my car and we were leaving one night after a Charlie's. This night we all went out, and I had that Nashville hot chicken sandwich,
That'll do it.
and I ate that thing, and I was fine. And we cut through the Walmart parking lot. We were going to go out that way, take that route home, and it hit me, and I was like, "I've got a shit."
Yeah.
So we park, and I run in, and I go to the front bathroom because I'm not going to make it to the one in the back.
Yeah.
They have the card up. Clean. Can't go in there.
Oh no.
So I was like, you know what? I used to work here back in college. I move the cart and I walk in. And I'm just like, "Hey man, sorry." I was like, "I've got to use the bathroom," and I just fucking sit down, start blowing.
Just no shame.
Yeah,
man.
dude, no
You
shame.
just
But what are you
gotta
gonna
have
do,
no
man?
shame sometimes.
Yeah, what are you gonna do, man?
It's better than pooping your pants. So.
Yeah, been there, done that.
All right. Well,
Ruined many a pants.
let us know if you guys are never watching this again because we talked about pooping for probably 20, 30 minutes. But that is our crazy. Where's the craziest poop you've ever taken? Slash ones that I don't know. It wasn't even really crazy places, I guess. But
Winging
yeah,
episode.
this is what we do.
6 or 7.
7. Episode 7. Final
Episode
notes
7.
on our cigars. I'll let you start. Off.
Man, I'm telling you, man, still tastes like banana pudding. Very nutty, very banana-y tasting. Like it's like a sweet nutty. That marshmallow taste is lingered through. Chocolate's kind of died off of it. A little bit of pepper, but pretty much a flawless burn. I mean, it just recently started going out on me, but that's because I'm sitting here talking so much. But killer fucking cigar. If you can get your hands on these, you should grab them. He has a new one out, a new blend that I have not yet to try, but I will. But these are fucking killer. So check it out. Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust. Mi querida.
Awesome.
Probably killed the way I said that.
Yeah, for me, a lot of the same stuff I was getting before, just still just very rich. You know, the cocoa on it has ramped up a lot for me, which I really enjoyed. This kind of final third transition is probably the most enjoyable part of the cigar for me so far. Just because the flavor just feels a lot stronger than it did at the beginning. So, you know, kind of some rich, you know, sort of woodsy oak kind of taste to it, and mix that in with some cocoa and just a tinge of pepper on it too, just a little bit. Not anything overpowering whatsoever. So I'm going to go ahead and say for this 4.6 kick-ass donkeys out of 5.
Solid 4.8 for the MiQ.
4.8, solid score.
That being said, before we tell you where you can find us at, check out 19 Crimes Wine.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about our pairings tonight.
We didn't, unfortunately.
But we have, we've done wine before, but we haven't done 19 Crimes. But
yes, Logan actually got me into this brand, and I got a bottle from Costco. This is the Uprising. It's aged in bourbon barrels for 30 days. It's a red wine, and it's super fucking smooth. It's very fruity. It's very, very good. Very, it's like $13 a bottle, I believe.
Yeah, it's a good price.
super budget friendly and
You
very good.
And I
I
feel like
have
you
a
can
couple
find it
bottles now.
anywhere.
Yeah, I've seen it at Costco. I've seen it at
Yeah.
Walmart. I know where Walmart has it, so I don't know about other places, but
Yep.
it's good wine. Pick them up. And
My pairing was a Canada Dry lemon lime sparkling seltzer water, which actually is like really good seltzer water.
it is.
Surprisingly,
I
from
have-
Canada Dry.
I have one as well.
I've been on a health kick. I'm trying to cut out soda. And so to curb that, I've been drinking sparkling water. So if you haven't tried Canada Dries, it's pretty good if you're a sparkling water fan.
It is.
So yeah, tell them where they can find us online, Joey.
Find us at YouTube. You can just search Kickin' Ash and you will see us there. Please subscribe. Be interactive with our videos. We're always open to hear cigars you would like to see us smoke, things you'd like us to try or talk about. As well as YouTube, we're also on Instagram. It's Team Kick Ash. Or again, there you can just search Kickin' Ash and we should come up fairly easily. We put these on Spotify as well, so you can check us out on Spotify. And then also, we just recently, just today actually, created a Facebook page where we'll be posting up some things. We're going to be sharing some of the news that we talk about and stuff like that. So that way it's easier for you guys to go back and read it as well instead of having to go through the links and so forth and share that. So be interactive on that as well. That's just Kickin' Ash Cigar Podcast on Facebook. And other than that, I believe that's it.
That's where you can find us. So really, without further ado, have a kick-ass day.
Near, 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 down. I feel like I do that every episode.
Yeah, you do.
Can't help it.